Good afternoon, my vaping friends. Back to give a little instruction today on your tanks, what kind of battery to get. This is a VX spinner battery. I kind of touched on it the last time I spoke with the variable voltage. Has a you can go from minimum all the way to 4.8, I believe it is, all the way high. The guy that at my vape store said, don't crank it up that high, it'll taste burned, and it does. So you don't want to crank it up too high, but this is the pen. The battery, I should say, this actually is self-contained. Just plug it into your charger at night. That's what I do. You really shouldn't leave stuff alone, they say, but I've never had any problem with these. I haven't heard anybody having any problems with the spinners, but if I have to edit this later, I will. Today I'm going to go over, this is an Evod 2 Kangatech tank. Kangatech also puts out their own line of coils, and that's what this is. Okay, so I'm going to unscrew this, and if you can see in here, see these little holes? These are vents. You need to keep them clear. What I use sometimes, because I put this in my pocket a lot, it gets dirt from being wound up, and from me taking it off, it gets gummed up. I take the back of a small needle, poke it through, or actually the back of a hanging earring works great too. I know, random. I'm sure you guys don't have any, but maybe your wives do. But keep it clean. I had no idea. I was ready to buy a new one. It was all stuffed up. This is things that I want to tell you people about, that I've made mistakes about, because I wasn't getting a good draw on it. I thought there was something wrong with it. There was something wrong. It was clogged. So anyway, so keep those clean. All right, this unscrews. This whole thing comes apart. This is your mouthpiece. It goes on top. And this is easy because then you can stand it on a flat surface when you're filling them up. And then the bottom piece comes off very easily. You don't want to screw them on too tight because then you're just going to jam yourself up. Tap it off. And this is an old coil. You can see how the fibers, the cotton is sticking out at the end. You need to change these, and you'll know. You'll be able, sometimes when they're over exhausted, we'll say, you start tasting fluid, then you know it's time to change your coil. Okay, what I do, I grab a paper or a napkin, clean it off a little bit, and then it just unscrews. It unscrews right from the base, see? I always wipe everything down with a paper towel or a Kleenex. They're your best friends. Rubbing alcohol is good too. It's flammable though, so you want to make sure that it's dry. I really don't use that method. I know a lot of people do. I haven't had to yet. If I was going to do it, I would do it on a Q-tip and then work it around on the inside. But then you just screw the new one right on top. And you're ready to go. You put your fluid in. Now, let me get some fluid. Hold on 1 second. A lot of your fluids are either going to come with a drip tip, like that, or with a syringe type eyedropper, eyelet. And you just fill them up. This is some special vape stuff I got, Rough Demon. It's like a cinnamon. I like sweeter vaping juices. I like coffees also. So it all depends on your personal preference. Like I said before, you get to pick. It's your choice. Any good vape shop worth its weight in gold will let you try them out right there. If they don't want you to try them, then there's something wrong. Find somewhere else to go. And like I said, if you don't know where to go, shoot me your zip code and I can check and see where. Maybe there's somebody somewhere else that you can try. Let me see, what do I have here? I'm going to go with some of this. This is my cappuccino, chocolate cappuccino. And this has a drip. I'm going to tilt this, and there's windows here. I don't know if you can get it. They're clear. This is a black tank, and you can get them in any color. You see through there? So I tilt it to the side. And I'm just going to give it a squeeze, make sure I'm getting it on the side. Sometimes it'll leak through. You don't want to press it hard. Okay, I'm to the top. And you'll see in here that it's filled up. See, now I just spilt it over a little bit to show you guys. But you can blow it out of there. See that? Blow it out gently. Just lightly. There's going to be fluid on your mouth. You don't want to ingest too much of it. It'll make it, that's where people get sick. You see the warnings about keeping this stuff away from little kids. There's a reason. You know, I definitely do, because I do like the sweeter vapes and stuff like that. You don't want your babies or grandchildren tasting it. It's not for them. All right, so I'm going to blow that out from both ends. Make sure this can get gunked up too. This is the tip where your mouthpiece goes. And there's a little rubber gasket around here. I always wipe everything down. That way I get the best fit that I can get. And meanwhile, while I'm doing this, that coil is soaking up the new juice, okay? You don't want to try and hit it right away. You want it to absorb into the cottons, you know, so that you get a good vape the first time. You're going to get a good pull the first time. All right, I put the tip back on. That's my mouthpiece. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together on my spinner, which I love. I love, love, love this pen. It's easy. It's got a variable, like I said, if you're a light smoker to if you want a fuller flavor, put it on. All right, I usually go about halfway. Let's go to a 3.8 here. Let's see if I can get it better focused. Sorry, guys. There we go, 3.8. Press the button. Can you hear that? Oh, that's good stuff. And you can hear it crackling in there. That's a new coil. When it's not making that noise, you know it's not burning properly. That means my battery's good, and any problem with these batteries, and it'll usually blink. Let me see if I can get it to fire. Once I hold it too long, it'll tell me it's had enough. There it goes. See that? And any of these stick batteries, you click it 5 times, and you can turn it off. It's off. Okay? You want to turn it back on, click it 5 times again, and it comes back on. It's ready to go. Like I said, the VX spinner 2s, and the Kangatech Evod 2 tank. Excellent combination. And like I said, I get the Kangatech replacements. On this, with the spinner, there's 2 different sizes of coils you can get. 0.5 is for a smaller. I go with the 0.8 because I do have the spinner. It's a variable voltage battery, so you want more heat, especially if you're going to burn it higher. What that means, the difference is the holes in the side. It's able to pull more in of your juice. So any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Subscribe if you would, please. That would be great. And like I said, as I go along, I'm going to put up more stuff. I'm going to, try and get, suggestions from you guys, what you want to know about. Are you afraid to ask? Please don't be afraid to ask me. All right. This is Mika. I'm signing out. Happy vaping, people. Thank you.